So as a business consultant, I end up getting asked a lot of the same questions over and over and over and over. So instead of constantly typing out the same email or copy and pasting the same Word doc, what we decided to do is create a series of videos to answer the most common questions that we get from our clients and possibly share them with other business owners who may not even have thought to ask these questions yet, but will most certainly ask them at some point in the future. So we've decided to get on our white leather couch here in the office and put together a series. Hope you enjoy them. This is From the White Couch. One question we've been dealing with quite a bit lately with some of our newer clients is the question of bringing on outside investors. And how should we vet them, basically? What should we be asking of them to make sure that this is something we want to open ourselves up to? Business owners oftentimes will say, well, I've got somebody who wants to invest. They're going to ask me all these questions. I'm not ready. And I always say, well, we should be asking them the questions first. Just because somebody wants to invest in your company doesn't mean that that's something you want to do. Oftentimes you should run as far and as fast as possible, because if you've got something that has caught the eye of some investors, most likely you have something that's valuable. And if you are a novice business owner and this is for your first go round, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble by just blanketly taking money from investors. So first things first, and the most important question is why? Why do you want to invest in this company? What do you see that's attractive to you that makes you want to get involved? And listen very closely to the answer, because the answer to that could kind of clue you in as to where this thing would go. One situation that came up was, well, we see that the answer was, we see that you have a lot of potential, but you're just missing certain elements in corporate leadership and partnerships that could take you to the next level. Which on the surface sounds like a very flattering answer and might even be true, but what that ended up meaning was you came up with a great product, but you're not qualified to run this business. We want to take your product, give you 20% of what we sell, and then make this our product. That's ultimately where that conversation went. So what they say on the surface oftentimes is not what they mean underneath. The other one is, oh, well, I just want to be a silent partner. Well, everybody's a silent partner until the first financial statement comes out that has a bit of an issue on it. All of a sudden, it's amazing to see how quickly silent partners get very vocal. So that's another thing to be very leery of is, I just want to be a silent partner. The next question is, what other businesses have you invested in? If you're looking at a serious investor, they will be able to show you their portfolio, or at least give you, if not specifics, give you examples of other companies that they've invested in, and generalities at a minimum, so you can see what type of experience they have investing in companies like yours. And ideally, you should be able to speak with those companies and get a feel for what their experience was bringing this investor on. Another question that often comes up, which to an investor it would be an easy question to answer, and to someone who's done this before, it'd be an easy question, but to many business owners, they don't understand the difference. Is this a loan or is this an investment? Oftentimes, when somebody says, I want to invest in your company, business owners might take that as a loan. Well, they're going to loan me this money. Well, there's a huge difference between a loan and an investment. Investment implies ownership and equity, therefore they're in for the long haul. Whereas a loan is something that you can pay back with interest and then move on. So when you're just getting going or you need capital to grow, a loan might be seen as the more expensive option, i.e., well, I need $100,000 and I could borrow it from this person at 10%, but that's going to cost me $10,000 over the course of the year. Or they'll give me $100,000 for 25% of my company, but I don't have to ever pay that back. So it's cheaper for me to take the investment. And yes, at that immediate point, it is cheaper, but what if your company then becomes a $10 million company? That loan or investment ended up costing you $2.5 million. So the most expensive loan you would have ever taken. So the bottom line, and what you want to look for when you're talking to a potential investor, is what are their motives? What is their experience with it? And particularly, how do they want to structure this quote unquote investment? And then make sure you talk to your attorney, make sure you speak to your accountant, make sure you speak to somebody who's been through this from the other side to make sure that you're getting the best deal and the fairest deal. You don't always want to go into these things assuming that the other side has your best interest in mind. At the end of the day, people make investments to make money, and if the way you like to run your business gets in the way of how they foresee themselves making money, that can be an enormous problem. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions that you would like to have answered on a future segment of From the White Couch, hit us up on Twitter or on our website. On Twitter, use the hashtag AskCap3 or From the White Couch. You can hit us up on Facebook as well, or even Snapchat us once our Snapchat is up and running. Thank you.